it's essentially the same as like removing an appendix.
Why? I mean, you're saying abortion is okay, so you're saying that certain cases are okay, but I don't think that speaks to abortion itself being okay.
Um, I mean, if you thought my claim was it's okay in every case, then I mean, I wouldn't really hold that point. Not in earnest, at least.
Wait, so hold on, I have my microphone away from this. So wait, what is your claim specifically then?
I think it's fine in some cases.
What cases do you think it's okay?
Um, if you, depending on how you define things, you could count the morning after pill as one. That's a case where I'd be okay with it.
You count the pills in abortion? That's not what
I
people
said
mean
if
by
you, I said
abortion.
if you do. I mean, I don't know what you specifically did, so I'm putting that out there. I don't.
So when we're in like even the first gestation period, like would you say that's acceptable?
Well, like first trimester.
Yeah.
Uh, maybe. I don't remember the exact like chart showing how like what develops in the first trimester.
Okay, because I heard an interesting analogy a little while ago. So let me hear what your opinion on this is. Okay, so if abortion is okay, right? Let's just draw a parallel. When you have sex, you at least have a very significant understanding that you're probably going to be risking pregnancy. Not saying that you're consenting to pregnancy, but you understand that's a significant risk, right?
I mean, yeah, if you don't use a condom, yeah, sex makes babies.
No, even if you use a
I
condom,
mean,
even if you use a
there's
condom,
a
you know
risk
that you
really
run a
there.
significant
Yeah.
risk. Yeah, like it's still like 1 in 100. I mean, it's still there. And you
Yeah. Yeah.
understand that it's pretty significant. Yeah, so if you
Yeah.
understand these things, similarly, so if someone takes you on a plane ride, okay? Someone takes you on a plane ride, and you're taking it that when they take you on the plane ride, they're not going to just kick you off the plane, right? They can't just revoke your survival partway through. Wouldn't it stand to reason that with abortion, similarly so, you can't just revoke the fetus's ability to live partway through?
So, big question is so this analogy, just to make sure that I'm not too high to understand this,
Okay.
comparing a full-grown adult that's getting on the plane to like
Yes.
first trimester fetus. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So why do we extend that to fetuses? Why would we extend like person or like, not personhood? Why would we extend moral consideration to them?
Because your survival is equivalently dependent. And if your survival is equivalently dependent, in the case of someone committing an abortion, you're saying that it's okay to terminate that person whose survival is dependent on you. So similarly, so in the case of someone taking a person on a plane ride, they could kick that person off in spite of their survival being dependent on that person.
Yeah. So it seems though there's a bit of a disanalogy between a fetus and a full-grown person, because I assume you would extend moral consideration to like your cousin or your sister, it's full-grown
Uh
adult.
huh.
And so, but then say a fetus in the first trimester, quite literally in terms of what it can do, it's essentially your pancreas, but it grows. Or not your pancreas,
Wait,
your
so what are
appendix, but
you
it
saying
grows.
is what are you saying is the distinction?
I'm not sure that I should. I would necessarily apply moral consideration towards at certain points of its development when it's a clump of cells.
So you know that it seems like fetuses develop sentience at around 8 weeks. They have the necessary structures, and so we go off of this thing called the precautionary principle, which states that if something has the structures, even if we don't have other indicative evidence of their sentience, because of the necessary precautions we would take in trying to preserve sentient life, based on the presence of those structures, we're going to take it that this thing is sentient.
Well,
So
what do you
at eight
mean by
weeks, they have these
sentience?
structures as a subjective experience.
Has a subjective experience.
Yeah.
So
They have
essentially,
pain capacities. Yeah,
mm-hmm,
they have structures that deliver them pain really early on, like at 8 weeks.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. um, not necessarily sure if sentience alone is enough to grant something moral consideration.
Okay, then what do you think is?
All right, fuck it. I'm gonna try this. Let's see how you handle this. So
For it?
I'll just say after it's already drawn breath. I'm gonna go Hasidic Jew on this.
So after it's drawn a breath.
Yeah. It's the only time I really care.
So if you're holding a breath, do you think you're not sentient?
No, it's already held a breath before. Like after it's already drawn its
Okay.
first breath, after it's already been out
So
of
just
its
to be
mother.
clear. So let's say we go back in time, right? Let's go. Let's say we time travel back to when Demi hadn't taken a breath, right? Can I just punch your mom in the stomach because he hadn't taken a breath yet?
I mean, probably shouldn't punch my mom in the stomach. I don't know if that's moral. I don't know if that's morally acceptable. I don't think just punching someone is morally acceptable.
Say she doesn't care.
Like,
Say she doesn't care. Say she doesn't care. Then what?
she just says, "Okay, yeah, you can punch me."
Yeah, she says you can punch me in the pregnant stomach. Then what?
Then I mean, you spawn killed me before I could be spawn killed. Like,
okay, that's okay in spite of you being alive later on.
Yeah, I told you I'm just gonna use the Hasidic Jew type of.
Okay, so if I did have the ability to time travel, I can just do that to you and the rest of your family.
Yeah, sure.
So
I know
you
how
think
ridiculous
that,
this fucking sounds, but I just wanted to see how you'd handle this.
Okay, that's just what I'm wondering. So if I can do that to the rest of you and your family, that means that I can stop you from ever making an argument, right?
I mean, yeah, I could do the same thing to you. What's your point?
Wait, so then you agree, right? That your position allows me to stop you from making an argument. Mine doesn't. Yours does.
Hold on. Well, if time travel was even possible, like backwards time travel, I mean.
So hold on.
Well,
okay, it's theoretically possible. It's definitely theoretically possible. Yeah, it is.
Is it why?
Why is it theoretically possible?
Yeah.
In virtue of the fact that it's not theoretically impossible.
Okay, so why is it not theoretically impossible?
Do you disagree with that, or are you just agnostic?
I'll give you my stance after. I'm just curious. Like, why is it
just
not
intuitively
impossible?
It's theoretically possible?
Just intuitively, I don't really care if it's just an intuitive thing. I don't really care.
Okay, so you don't care about intuitions?
I don't think that's justification. I don't think it's knowledge. I don't think it gives us knowledge.
So you don't, just to be clear, so you don't think intuitions are justification?
I don't think, not in this case, no.
Okay. So when I'm asking you about your abortion position, did you lay out something non-intuitive about your justification? Or are you just assuming your position
wait.
morally?
What's this weird pivot towards this? The case that I said it, I don't think.
Well, I'm just checking your consistency. You're saying intuition doesn't matter. I'm asking you, did it matter in your position?
No, I said in this case. I said that verbatim. I said it. Well, in this case, no.
You didn't say that.
You said,
no,
I
asked you.
Do you think that? Do you think that intuition isn't justification? And then I said, well, not in this case. No, I did. I said not in this case. You asked me, and then I said, well, not in this case. No, I did.
You said intuition isn't justification.
Archimedes, did you not hear Trini ask me, do you think that intuition isn't justification? I said, well, not in this case.
Well, yeah, you did.
How about this?
Okay, yeah, so I did say that.
Hold on. No, because you also said the other thing, right? So let's go ahead. Let's steal, man. Let's say that is what you said. So what do you think about this case then? You think intuition counts here?
Intuition counts here. I don't know what relevance this has. Where's this leading?
I'm just asking you. Wait, hold on.
Oh, you could just ask, but I mean, just asking and the question not being relevant, those things aren't mutually exclusive.
Okay, why is it not relevant?
The relevance of this? Well, no, I asked you what's the relevance of this.
No, you just said it's not relevant.
Okay, hold on. I said asking a question doesn't mean it's not irrelevant. I didn't make the explicit.
So wait, you're saying it is irrelevant?
I never made that specific claim. I just said that twice. I never made the specific claim.
Wait, so do you think it's relevant, or do you think it's not?
What is the relevance of this?
Do you not think it's relevant?
I mean, it just seems like an odd question. I mean, maybe I'm just too high.
That's not answering the question. Okay, that's a dodge. That's dodge number one. Is it relevant or no?
I don't know. That's why I asked you. What's the relevance of this?
Okay, so you don't know if it's relevant or not. So why'd you say that you're not sure if it's relevant?
If I don't know that it's relevant, and I tell you I don't know why it's relevant, then
but it seems like you're disagreeing. Just to be clear, you're not disagreeing, are you?
Hold on, not disagreeing that it's relevant?
Yeah.
Not agreeing either. I'm asking, like, why is this question relevant?
So then you're not making any assertion whatsoever. So anyways, I'm going to go back to my question.
So I asked, why is this
I was just going to go back to my question if you don't have a problem with it. Well, if you don't have a problem, I don't see why we'd object to it.
Okay, so, like, the reason I'm asking, because I'm confused as to whether or not it is relevant, is because when I said, no, I don't think it is, intuition is justification in this case. speaking the case is an empirical one. You're talking about whether or not it's possible. We would examine that through understanding our laws.
That's not an empirical case.
So then how else would we know if
modality
is not
possible? Modality is not constrained to the physical world. No,
okay,
modality is not constrained
so
to the
this
physical
modality
world.
So if we're trying to talk about the modality of it,
we're not talking about nomological possibility. That's not what I said.
Hold on, I never said that. So then if we're talking about,
but you're talking about
hold on,
in empirical cases.
Can I finish my point, or are you just going to keep touching? Well, if you're talking about
that's
that,
just
how
wrong.
else would we talk about if we could do something in our own world if it's not at least backed by some type of empirical understanding? At that point,
but I'm saying, hold on, what I'm saying that's just the thesis of rationalism. That's just the thesis of rationalism. I need to literally put oranges in front of you to say 2 oranges plus 2 oranges equals 4. Like, no.
Hold on, no, never made that claim. What do you want?
So then we don't need a purely empirical understanding.
Hold on, I never said a purely empirical understanding. Did you not hear what I said?
Okay, what you said was this is an empirical question. We're talking about possibility. Specifically, theoretical possibility.
Something is possible within our own universe. Would it not be? Again, the question is, would it not have to be informed or backed in some way by some type of?
But that's irrelevant. You said it's an empirical question. I'm saying it's not. So that's just irrelevant.
As to whether or not something is possible within our reality. I mean, unless you're just using a totally different understanding of what reality is.
Do you think that it's impossible for something to be non-physical? Do you really believe that?
Did anyone ever make that claim? What are you on about?
I'm asking you, do you think that? I'm asking, do you think that?
And what relevance does this have towards abortion?
Because you said it's an empirical question, right? That was the distinction
you made.
You said, hold on. You said it's an empirical question. I'm explaining to you why it's not. Now you're saying, well, actually, everything is informed by the physical world. So I'm asking you, is there no such thing as a potential non-physical thing?
So that was a straw man of what I said.
Okay, what did you say then? What did you say?
I said specifically, if we're talking about whether or not something like time travel is possible, would it not have to be?
No, that's not what we're talking about. You said that this is an empirical question. Was that not what you said verbatim?
It encompasses empiricism. I mean, would it not?
No, that's not what an empirical question is. An empirical question means the question is about the physical world.
And so if we're talking about you going back in time to, say, punch a pregnant woman, is there nothing physical about that? But that's
not, hold on.
So nothing
we're
physical?
Talking a possibility because you asked, is that possible?
Yeah. Is it possible
so modality,
for you to go back in time?
Modality of the theoretical kind is not constrained by physicality.
Okay, so then essentially it sounds like what you're talking about is something that's possible, something that's completely...
I'm just saying the things you've said consistently
Hold on, let me finish, man. Hold on, let me finish, man.
Okay, go ahead. I'm just waiting. Hold on, go ahead.
You weren't waiting, you were talking when I was talking. So it seems...
You're talking now, just go ahead.
Okay. You done? All right.
Oh my God, hurry. Just give your point.
Okay, that's probably a latency thing then. So look, the question that I was trying to ask you multiple times is, like, what if modality, what you're trying to bring up as try to argue possibility, is your version of modality, whatever system you're using. You're saying it's completely dishonest. Hold on. I don't fucking study this shit. How the fuck am I supposed to know, like, what? Study modality?
See, now he's appealing to not studying versus just saying I was wrong about that. That's so dishonest.
No, I'm asking you a question. I didn't even get to finish the question. So with the
go ahead.
With your whatever system of modality you're using, I don't fucking know. Whatever system you're using, you're saying it was completely disconnected from anything physical. So then my question is, how, in any way, like, why does that necessarily mean that
because
in your system, if it's possible, then it means it's possible in our reality?
Because I gave you a hypothetical. Okay, I gave you the hypothetical of time traveling and how it would affect your position. But you were saying you're not sure if that hypothetical is possible. So then we got into possibility, and I said it's theoretically possible. In which case you said, is it? And I said yes, and I explained why I think it is. And then you were saying, well, I'm not sure about that. I don't know. And I started explaining myself further. And the reason we're at where we're at now is because I'm saying to you, because you said that this is an empirical question, that theoretical possibility is not confined to the possibility of the physical world, right? So it's not an empirical question.
Then I guess
you have a misunderstanding of my point.
By theoretical possibility, then, because whenever I hear theoretical possibility, usually I'm talking about things in science. Like if you're talking about, say, what the theoretical explanation for X event, things like that. So that was, I guess, I just assumed what you meant.
So you did misunderstand my argument and straw man me. This fucking guy.
Wait, what?
This guy's so fucking fallacious.
Straw men are
so
intentional. What the fuck are you talking about?
Why do straw men necessarily have to be intentional? Why is that?
I mean, is that not the definition of it, or am I just like misremembering the definition of it?
Do you understand how a fallacy functions or no?
Okay, well, hold on. Is that not the definition of it? That was my question. Like,
I'm
if my
saying
definition of
that
it's
it
wrong,
can't.
then I'm
No,
wrong.
I'm saying
I don't
it
really
necessarily can't be, because the way we render a fallacy is either a problem with its presentative issues or a problem with its substantive issues. A straw man is a substantive fallacy. It's the fallacy saying that some argument is untrue in virtue of a misrepresentation. That doesn't require intentionality. That merely requires a substantive problem, not an intentional problem.
Yeah, so you just such a silly. Yeah, my definition of it was wrong. What did you do? And yeah, my bad. Didn't mean to. Like,
You hear this guy just strawmanning strawman fallacies now? This
bro,
fucking
what?
guy. Guy's so fucking dishonest, man.
What
Guy's
a fucking
dishonest.
spurg. What a spurg. Okay, so even then,
You hear how
regardless-
dishonest this
hold on.
guy is?
So
Do you
even
guys
then,
hear this? Vote
regardless
how
of whether-
fucking dishonest
okay.
Demi is, bruh.
Yeah. So, anyways, so regardless of even if I were to just like say, yeah, sure, it's possible. Even if I were to say, yeah, it's possible that you could theoretically go back in time and stop me from making a point. You could theoretically do it to you. Theoretically do it to you. So what? How does this change?
But that's the implication
any
of your position, not mine. I don't think that's okay. You think it's okay. You think it's okay to silence you.
Okay, so I could go back in time and stop Discord from being made. So then this debate would.
Yeah, that's the implication of your position. So you literally believe in silencing your arguments.
So how is that? Hold on. So how is that? How is that?
You ever heard of
impossible in your
argumentation
framework?
ethics?
No. How is that impossible in
No.
your framework? That's what I asked.
Because my framework believes in protecting sentient life. How would
So
you
if I-
punch
hold
me
on.
as
So
a
if I-
baby if I'm sentient
Hold on, no. I
on
didn't
my
say I could go back
system?
in time, because then when you said, well, no, it doesn't, and then I dropped that. Maybe I should have been more explicit with that. But so I
God,
said I could
this
go back
fucking
in
guy.
time and stop Discord from being made. Does that necessarily not protect sentience?
Yeah.
How does that necessarily not protect sentience?
Some people live off of Discord. You're killing sentient life. You see this fucking community? Some people depend on this shit.
Some people do now, but I mean, do you know that if Discord never existed, that
Some
they
people
would just
depend
kill
on this
themselves?
shit. You'd be killing at
Do you
least a
think-
couple
do you-
hundred people in this community alone.
How do you know? How do you know? How could you prove that? Like, what?
Okay, you want proof? You want proof? You
Yeah,
want proof?
proof that if Discord never existed, these people would just die.
Okay, everyone
necessarily
in the
because
chat, just keep
there's a causal
typing.
relationship.
Everyone in the chat, just keep typing. Everyone in the chat, just keep typing, please. Yeah, see?
Should I care? Why should I care what
Yeah,
the chat has
see?
to say?
No,
I can't even look
see?
at it
See?
to have this debate anyway.
See, these are the people
you.
you'd be killing. These are the people you'd be killing. These are the people you'd be killing.
Why should I even care about their own word?
Okay, I'm
If they
saying
say
this
that
is
they
the
would die if it
implication
never
of your
existed, why should I
system.
care?
This is the implication of your own system.
Well,
Your own
hold on.
implication.
No, you're saying
is
it's the
suicide.
implication. Hold on. You're saying that's the implication, but I'm saying, like, why is that necessarily the case? You're just saying it is. You haven't given. An
Wait,
actual
why is
justification
killing
as to why.
sentient life against the principle of protecting sentient life?
No.
Oh, okay, go
That's
ahead.
not what I asked.
Okay.
Why is it necessarily an implication that deleting Discord before it was ever created?
These people
just
depend
making
on
that
it.
problem? Okay, so
People
why
depend on
okay,
it.
so you're not answering the question. So why does that necessarily mean that the people who depend on it now, way after it's already been a thing, would just automatically die in that timeline?
But I'm saying that the time point doesn't matter. I'm just about protecting sentient life, not at some given
so you
time.
don't. So then
I
you
never
don't
said
even.
that.
So you don't even know that me deleting Discord would do that. It could prevent.
Oh, I do.
Wars.
I just proved it.
I told you. I asked you why their words should matter, and you didn't give me anything.
Wait, so you don't think their words should matter? So you think everyone's wrong but you?
Never said that. I'm saying that they couldn't.
What do you think?
Hold on. I don't think that anyone could necessarily say what
So
they
you
would
think
do
you're
in a
just
different
smarter than
timeline.
everyone? So you think you're just smarter
No,
than everyone?
that's not what I said. What are you on about? Like, are you just like?
Because you're like, oh, I don't care what everybody else says. I'm just smarter
no, I
than
said
everyone. That's
why
just
does
dishonest.
why does their word matter in this case? Because then I said I don't think that anyone could necessarily
you're
say.
asking me why the word of everybody
Hold on. So let me
matters.
finish.
That's
I said
just
because I don't think
Okay, go ahead.
that anyone can necessarily say what the outcome would be in a totally
I
different
didn't make a
timeline.
necessary claim. I didn't make a necessary claim about this knowledge.
Hold on. So you said that if I were to, if Discord were to, if I just go back in time
Yeah.
and delete Discord,
Yeah, they're
then
non-deductive knowledges.
they're non-deductive knowledge. Okay, that's regardless of what I said. It's completely irrelevant. So how
You're
so how could
talking
you even
about
say it's most
necessarily.
likely-
I never said that.
Hold on. I did. I'm covering all my bases. Necessarily, even most likely the case, or most probably the case. I don't think anyone can say that.
What? Just say most likely. What are you doing?
Most likely the case. Whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. whatever. What I don't.
Well,
care
it doesn't
your
matter. It
issues with
depends on the claim you're
semantics.
making.
No, I said like whatever exact wording you want to use. The same thing. I said most likely, most probable, or
You said
or even
necessarily, most
necessarily.
likely. That's a different claim.
Well, I said even in any of these cases, I don't know how you could say it would be most likely the case that these people would just fucking die if Discord never existed. They
I already
said
just
that, but I don't
explained
think
how.
they
If you
can.
don't want to
Well,
accept
no,
the
you said,
explanation,
hold on,
that's not my
you
problem.
did, and then I'm asking you how them just saying it is
So you want me to
necessarily true.
explain step by step everything to you?
I want you to explain and stop running from this burden of proof that you put on yourself.
But everybody else already
like-
knows, Demi. If you don't know, why should I
Okay,
explain
hold
it
on.
to you?
Wait. So again, I don't think they can know even if it'd be most likely the case that they
So
would
you're
kill
just
themselves if
pretending you're
Discord
smarter
never
than
existed.
everyone to win a debate. That's dishonest.
It's not. Hold on. No, I'm saying that's an issue with our ability to have knowledge. I don't think any of us could know what would most likely happen if the timeline were to fucking change.
So
Any
you
of
don't
us,
think
myself
that
included.
you don't think we have an imagination? Really?
What is the imagination? What does that have to do with that? How does that necessarily mean we can?
Because we can have a
most
problem.
likely
So
know?
okay, if the timeline was tomorrow it's gonna rain or tomorrow it isn't gonna rain, you don't think I can have a decent understanding of what I'm gonna do tomorrow? Like possibly put on a raincoat, get an umbrella, so we can understand what happens if the timeline changes.
Again, you wouldn't even know if it's most likely the case, even if it's that far back. No, you couldn't.
Wait, what do you mean I wouldn't know? So
You didn't
you don't
necessarily
think
know-
if
I
I know
don't
it's
think you
gonna
could
rain
necessarily
tomorrow,
know
I'm gonna
even
put
most
on a
likely.
raincoat? Just to be clear, you don't think I know that?
I didn't hear you.
So if I know it's going to rain tomorrow, you don't think I know the ground's going to be wet? Realistically speaking,
If you know it's going to rain tomorrow, well, the question would be, how could you even know? How could you even say it's like?
no. Wait, hold on. You didn't answer that. You said that if there's some case, right, where the timeline changes, I won't know what it's going to be like in that timeline or anyone else for that matter. Now I'm telling you, what if I know it's going to rain tomorrow, and then in another world it doesn't? Do I not
Okay.
know that the ground is probably going to be wet in one of those?
Yeah, that was an issue in my
Concession
wording.
accepted.
Okay, yeah. So that
Concession
was an
accepted.
issue in my wording. I guess I didn't know I needed
This
to be
guy's
like
so dishonest.
statistically specific with you.
This guy is
that's
so
fine.
dishonest. Now he's
If I
making
need to
fun
be-
of autistic people because he's losing. This
yeah.
guy is so dishonest.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you want to say, my friend.
Dude, you're so dishonest. I can't even debate with you anymore. I concede. Fuck this guy. He's dishonest, bro. I concede. This guy's dishonest.
What a spurg. Okay.
I concede.
Goodbye.
He's too dishonest for me.
Goodbye.
I'm going on mute, dude. You're dishonest.
Yes. Goodbye. What a fucking spurg.
Damn, that was nice. Trini went into like the plot of Steins Gate with that fucking debate.
Fuck is Steins Gate? Is that a game or
It's a
something?
good time traveling anime. You guys should all watch it. But then I think Trini got slammed, so good job, Demi. You know, very
Yeah,
proud of you.
Demi, you're fucking dishonest. I can't beat
that
that
was good
level of
troll.
rat tactics.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
troll. Good troll.
Good troll. You're a fucking dishonest rat, dude. I'll never debate you again. You're so dishonest.
Okay, nice
Yo,
troll.
also, my fault, Demi. I
Possibly the
didn't
most
get Trini to
powerful
knock this
rat.
before I
all of
drag
New
you
York.
into this.
Okay.
This guy, fucking Demi, is the most powerful rat in all of New York, bruh.
So like, that's just what you want to do is just make jokes now. Like,
What are you talking, Demi? You were so dishonest. That's why I had to concede, bruh.
okay, buddy. Okay, you can feign ignorance.
Broke
that's
down
fine.
the dialectic too much for me
That's
to
fine.
continue. I had to give
can,
up.
You can feign ignorance. That's fine. That's fine.
What are you talking? No, you hear this guy? You see, he's trying to gaslight me now. This guy's dishonest.
Nice
Can we get like
projection,
a poll
buddy.
in
Nice
chat on who
projection, buddy.
won? I think that'd be nice, Chase, if you could do that. Just put a poll in chat. Who won? Because I think Demi won.
It was
easily.
definitely it was Demi, bro. He's too powerful of a rat tacticer.
Literally, bro. Literally. So yeah, Demi, how you feel now? You beat like arguably the best debater on Discord.
Okay.
Look, if
Yeah.
it comes to rat debates, nobody's taking on Demi. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Okay.
I still don't know how the
Guy
debate
could swing
went
with the
from
best of them.
abortion, like the devil's advocating pro-life, to like fucking time travel and like alternate timelines. See the poll saying Demi won.
Vote Demi. Vote Demi. Vote Demi. Vote
Yes,
Demi.
sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
nice troll.
Vote Demi.
Yeah, nice troll.
Vote Demi.
You won, Demi. What? Yes, sir.
See,
okay,
you see
buddy.
how dishonesty is? He's trying to act humble now. He's like, "Oh no, come on, bro, you're just trolling."
Don't
No, you're
humble
dishonest,
yourself.
bro. Yeah, you're being dishonest. This is fucking
Fact.
rat king. It's rat
Don't
king.
humble yourself, bro. That's dishonest.
Master Splinter.
Damn, I think.
Y'all should give Sage speaking perms. Give Sage speaking perms, bro.
Does he not? Can that motherfucker just not talk?
Oh, he said it wasn't working for some reason.
That's just his Discord glitch then. You have to
Sage, leave
the
and ask to join back.
no, leave and restart your Discord. That's what happens. Did someone drag Demi down or did he leave? Oh yeah, someone dragged him down. Yo,
Why'd
whoever's
someone
like,
drag Demi down? He's a beast,
No,
bro.
to fix that. Hello?
that was a fun debate, mainly because it wasn't just abortion.
Hello,
It
can you hear
was.
me?
Yeah, we could hear you. We could hear you, Demi. So how do you think you did, Demi, personally?
I'd say he won 8 out of 10 diff. I almost got him
exact-
in his rat tactics, but
Almost. He just
almost.
couldn't pull it off. Sage versus Trini? What are y'all thoughts on that? You know, like,
If it's not too long, I can.